Happy Wednesday, everybody. So yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video kind of talking about what's going on and what we've been up to. I mean, we did a lip sync last night, Courtney and I. That was pretty entertaining, and thanks to everyone that watched that and shared that up, and appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, it's some people know what's going on with their situation, and I can't talk too much about it. But my grandma's still in the hospital, and it's been a struggle for sure, dealing with the family and all that stuff. It's stress, no one likes stress, and everyone handles it a different way. And one of the ways I handle that is by working out and running. Well, with my back injuries that I've had for years, my left side is now bothering me, so I can't run as much as I want, so I can't relieve the stress like I want, so that adds more stress, and it's frustrating for sure. Then our friends who are staying down in our house, our well is having issues, so they barely have any water. And then the internet has been tweaking out on them. It's like, okay, I'm talking on the phone with well people and internet people, and driving back and forth to Portland and seeing my grandma and dealing with the complications of that. Yeah, it's just one thing after another. It's like piling up, and people always say when it rains it pours, and that's kind of true, but at the same time, you have to, it's tough. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I get it, like I'm always the one like telling people like it's gonna be okay, focus on the positives, and I'm doing that as best as I can, and I'm glad that I'm able to handle it pretty well in personal development, and keeping a positive mindset is definitely helping me handle that. But at the same time, like, I totally get when people say they just want to lay in bed all day, they don't want to go anywhere, they just want to drink themselves into forgetting it. It's like, drugs and alcohol aren't gonna fix anything, it's just gonna mask the problem, and once it wears off, the problem's still there. You gotta face reality, you have to react to it a certain way, and it is tough. Like, I totally get that, and one of the things to remember is, like, it always could be worse. Like, my circumstances could always be worse. I'm healthy, I have a roof over my head, I can walk, and there's a lot of people that don't have that, like, they can't walk, they're in a hospital bed, they don't have a house, they don't have a car, they're unhealthy, they have addictions that they're dealing with. So I am pretty lucky in that aspect. And when stuff happens in your life, and things happen to you, I mean, me too, we always tend to gravitate towards the negative, like, look at all this stuff that's happening, like, oh my god, like, but you gotta look at all the positives, and the positives that we need to look at in these situations are what get take for granted every single day, and I'm guilty of it too. Like, we take for granted that we get to get out of bed, that we brush our teeth, that we get to eat and feed ourselves, that we can walk. Like, we don't think 2 minutes about that at all, but there's millions of people all across the world that can't even do any of those things, or lose their life too soon, or battling diseases that are just ruining their body. They're in constant pain, and a lot of people like myself are pretty blessed. We don't really deal with a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of people that do deal with it. So that's one thing I always remember, is as shitty as I think my situation is, it could always be worse, and when stuff keeps happening, you just gotta take it, focus one thing at a time, and deal with it and move on to the next. And it's easier said than done, trust me. There's no magic formula for dealing with stress and shitty situations, but there is something you can do to help combat it, and it is, focusing on the positives and exercising and finding healthy outlets to release your stress, talking to friends and family. Like, if you bottled up with drinking and drugs and not talking to anyone, just stress is going to build and build and build, and there's not going to go anywhere. And there's only so many things you can control, like, I can stress about a ton of different things, but a lot of things are out of my control, and I can do the best I can, but ultimately it's not up to me. I can just focus on myself, and that's what you got to keep doing. And my team of coaches and my friends and family that support me, they're helping us out in this situation, and people to constantly talk to and support, because a lot of the times I'm the one there. I'm the shoulder to lean on. I'm the person to talk to and tell you that's going to be okay, and to help people out. That's what I do. A lot of my fitness and lifestyle motivation stuff is what it is. And now I'm going through some shit, and sometimes I need someone to talk to, or someone to help me out through these situations. And you got to put your pride and your ego to the side and realize that, yeah, let somebody help you, talk to someone. Like, we all deal with different stuff, but you can't shut off the world. Like, if you get in a car accident, your car's all messed up, like, you can't undo that. It's reality now. You gotta call your insurance. You gotta figure out the steps. And it's not fun. You don't want to do it. You don't want to constantly talk on the phone and dealing with this stuff, but that's reality, you know? You have to figure it out. And, like, my reality is different now, and I have to accept that, and I just have to focus my positive energy. And there's gonna be good times and bad. Like, I think a lot of people think that they look at the outside and they don't see the day-to-day stuff of, like, the real struggle. Like, yeah, it's hard working out all the time. It's hard eating healthy all the time, and I miss workouts. I eat food I shouldn't eat sometimes. I love donuts. I love cookies. I love coffee and, like, sugary drinks and stuff. Like, you know, a lot of people do, but I can't do it every single day, and sometimes you do, and you can't get down on yourself. You can't, like, beat yourself up for when you make a mistake, because nobody's perfect. We're far from perfect. You make mistakes every single day, but it's how you react to those situations, how you react to the mistakes, the stresses, the negative stuff. And you have to keep a positive mindset. And the people that are most successful in life are the ones who react positively with those situations. Always breaking it down, like, what do I need to do? The steps, breaking the steps, and not overwhelming yourself and focusing on a bunch of different things. You just got to keep it simple. And it's hard to always do that. Like, it is. It's hard to always do that. You just kind of want to curl up in a ball, and I get that, and I hear from people all the time the stuff they're going through, and some is worse than others, but you always have to remember that someone's always worse off than you, and focus on your positives. So you have kids, be thankful that they're healthy. If you have a house, be thankful you have a house. If you can walk, be thankful you can walk. When you're brushing your teeth in the morning, you're like, oh God, I'm brushing my teeth, oh, whatever. There's people that can't even lift their hand to their face, let alone hold a toothbrush. So we take the little things for granted, so you have to remember how lucky you really are. And there's a lot of self-doubt. I mean, I go through it too, like, every day, like, with this situation going on. I'm like, what am I doing? What's going on? Like, how can I change this? This sucks. Like, I wish it would just go away, but I can't make it go away. I have to deal with it. And every day I got to take the little steps to keep pushing forward and not dwell so much on the negative, but focus on the positives. And like today, it's sunny out. It's 80 degrees. Everyone knows I love sunshine. I've been working a little bit this morning when I've been at the hospital as much as I can. Not the greatest service, but I'm going to go home and probably go outside, sit in the lawn chair, have the dogs come outside, answer some emails, send some messages, do a workout, soak up the sun, be blessed that I'm alive and breathing and can function, because my grandma is alive, but not what her life was a month ago, you know, and that's motivation for me, you know, like, take advantage of what you're given and what you have, because it could be so worse, and it could end at any time, you know. It's shitty, but you gotta be thankful and happy in your place right now. And like I said, it's easier said than done, but just, you know what I do? Write down a list of 10 things that you're blessed for and you're lucky to have. It could be children, it could be a husband, a wife, girlfriend, the ability to walk, the ability to talk, the ability to see, smell, taste, like, the little things that we don't think about. Everything right here, open and shutting my hand. My own father is partially paralyzed on the left side of his body. Not a lot of people know this. He can't open and shut his hand like we do. Like this, I do a million times a day, don't think anything of it. He would love to have full use of his left side of his hand. So that's a reality check right to me that I see all the time. And so the next time you're tired and you're sitting on that couch, you don't feel like doing nothing, you have a perfectly capable body, and someone who's sitting in a hospital bed who can't move would love to trade you bodies, and they'll utilize your body. They'll go out and run, they'll go out and walk, they'll exercise, they'll use it because they have a fully functioning body instead of being laid in a bed. So next time you're feeling Debbie Downer, all depressed about your life and how shitty it is and how stressed it is, just remember that you can get up and you can walk. You can do something with your body and your life, and other people can't. So, focus on the little things, focus on the positives.